Do you hate your job but can't leave because you need the money? That used to be me too. Join my team down below and I will teach you the skills that you need to crush it online. I believe in you.
All right. Good day, everybody. My name is David D. Charles. Welcome to today's call. We still have folks coming into the room. It is good to be here with all of you. It is a beautiful day. I'm dialing in from sunny South Florida. And wherever you are joining us around the world today, we want to welcome you. We're so appreciative that you're here with us. And this has been a really interesting week in crypto. And so we want to spend some time with you. We have just about an hour to spend together with our CEO, Muhammad Ali. And Muhammad's going to spend some time talking about Eazybot. We're going to talk about Eazybot, but we're going to talk about it in the context of what's happened in the last week to 2 weeks. If you've been paying attention to the crypto markets, it's been especially volatile. And so the big question, if you know the story of Eazybot, you know that we come from a place where what really mattered to us wasn't whether or not Eazybot could perform in a up market, in a market that was healthy and thriving, but it was whether Eazybot could perform consistently in any market, and particularly in a market that was really volatile and going into downtrends. And so we had the opportunity to really validate that and test that this week. And so we want to dive into an exploration of exactly how Eazybot has managed that. We'll look at a live account. Muhammad, our CEO, is here to answer some questions, to share some additional insights. Before we do that, before I ask Muhammad to take over, I just want to give a couple of quick corporate updates, things that are happening that you should be aware of. The big one is that we will be launching KuCoin. KuCoin is an important new exchange partner for us because it gives access to just about everybody anywhere in the world can create an account with KuCoin. It's not necessary that you have identity verification, KYC. So you can create an API. There's no issue at all. So it gives access to anybody who currently does not have access to Binance.com or Binance US. So I encourage you, if you're not currently trading or you have team members or folks who would like to try Eazybot that haven't started trading yet, please help them to get a KuCoin account created. We'll release guides here in the next few days to help you along that process. But we're very excited. Look for that to be released next week, and more information coming soon. The other thing that's important is SSF commissions, software service fee commissions, have been added to your wallet. So all of April is paid up. We've also distributed commissions through May 12th. So that's all in your wallet. That will be a running total throughout the course of the month of May. You'll see that amount that's currently in your wallet continue to grow throughout the month as SSF commissions are distributed. And then matching bonus commissions will also start to hit your wallet in the next day or so. So look out for that coming here shortly as well. We'll come back with a few more announcements, but I want to toss to our CEO, Muhammad, make sure that we have plenty of time for him. So Muhammad, you're in the position to come on in.
Hello, hi David. Yeah, thank you very much for this introduction, and thank you everyone for joining us in this call. We're going to be discussing this interesting market movement that's happening right now. As you all know, we don't have control on the market, but we have control on how do we behave during the market movement. And right now we have, we all have seen a huge drop in the market in the last couple of days. And we have seen also good movement in Eazybot, how it's performing during that time. And we can now, we have a chance to even share one of the live accounts that I was looking at. It's live accounts, not a demo or anything like this. And even any one of you can even share their experience with Eazybot during the last couple of days or so. So let me just start with sharing that account and see how the movement was going, and what kind of measures, additional measures that we did in order to move on and to keep the people trading. One of the things that we added yesterday morning was we added more covers. If you know what cover is basically the number of times that the bot is buying into the market. How we had it programmed before is that it can buy up to 35 covers. As the market goes down, it buys more, buy and sell during the market fluctuation. And for some bots, for some coins, actually have reached already to the maximum amount to reach the 35 covers. So what we did as a quick action from our side is we added 15 more covers. So if any one of the users wanted to get use of that market downtrend, because what Eazybot is doing is basically it can sustain 50 plus market drop, as you know. And right now the market have dropped more than 70% in some coins. And the 35 covers have finished in some of the coins by around 66 or 65% of drop of the market. So what people can do right now is maybe add more funds and open that covers. That covers have been opened already for the default strategy, but if you're using your own strategy, you can add more covers down and add more funds so that you can get use of that market movement. Let me just go ahead and share that account, and we can go through the coins one by one. This is an account that started on April 3rd, 3rd of April, with $81,000 in it. And it have seen all the market drops. From that time, I can say, like, for example, AAVE, the market was only dropping from since we started and until now. It's dropped. The market have dropped. Actually, if we can go inside here, when we started this coin, the AAVE price was 251, and right now the price is 87, as low as 87. And yesterday it was actually 75. So if we see the difference between 75 and 251, it's actually more than 72%, about 72, 73% drop in that market. And let's see how this coin have behaved during this time. What happened is that it made a profit of $264 during this market drop. See, the market was only dropping, but while dropping, it was fluctuating. Fluctuation is one of the nature of this market, of this industry, of the crypto market. Always fluctuate, whether it's going up or if it's going down. And as you know, Eazybot is taking chance of that fluctuations of buying and selling small portions of the money, like small percentage of the money, and keeping a small profit. And half of that profit is being used to drop down the average price. If you don't know what average price is basically the first 4 trades on the top. All of these 4 trades on the top, the initial plus 3 covers, is taken as Martingale strategy. So Martingale strategy means that taking the average price as you buy more. For example, let's say you started at a price of 100 and then the second buy was at 50. So that means now your average price is in the middle, is like around $75. So it does like this in the first 3 covers. So our average price when we started, when the bot took all of these 4 covers at the beginning, it was 223. So right now, because the market is down and it keeps on buying and selling the small independent covers, 50% of the profit is used to offset this price, the average price. So the average price actually went down from 223 to 198. So that's a drop of about, I think, $25. And $25, when you compare it to the initial price of 223, it's actually dropped that average price by 10% in a matter of 5 weeks. So what happened? Again, what happened for this coin is that the market dropped about 75% or 73%. It made a profit of $264, and it dropped the average price by around 11%, 11 or 12%. So if the market stays it stayed at the price of around 100 or 80 or at this price now, and it doesn't move up, I'm not worried. Why is that? Because during this time, while the price is down, the market keeps on fluctuating. And the bot is going to be using that fluctuation in opening small trades and closing small trades. And at the same time, making profit for me and sending 50% of that profit to that average price and bring it down. Bringing the average price down means bringing that trade that was opened on the top of the market down. Now it was brought already by 10%. So if the market goes like this another 5 weeks, it's going to go down another 5%, 20%. Another 5 weeks, another 10%, 30%. Another 5 weeks, it goes down another 10%, which is, that means in a matter of 35 weeks, it's going to go down 50%. And another 5 weeks, another 10%. That's going to be 60% down. Another 5 weeks, guess what? It's going to meet with the market price, 70% down, and then close the whole cycle, get all the money back into USDT with the profit that it's have been making. And when it closed this big trade on the top, at the bottom of the market is going to be making a chunk of profit, maybe another 200-300 just in one trade by closing the whole cycle. and then start all over again at that bottom of the market, a new cycle. So if the market goes down, we're again prepared for another 60, 70% drop of the market. If it goes up, it just buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, make profit. So this is exactly how Eazybot was planned to be, and that's how it performed. Let's look at yesterday. Yesterday was one of the lowest market points in all of the crypto. So let's look at this coin specifically and go to yesterday and see how many trades were opened and closed during yesterday. So, or even today, 13th of May. So all of these trades were on 13th until here. Because it works in just like about 2%, 2% down, 1.5% up, close. 2% down, open, 1.5% up, close. So this is sale, this is profit, 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 profit. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Let me make it smaller. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So 26 trades only happened today. And still, we are not at the end of the day yet. Why is that? It's because the market is so volatile. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, and in very fast movement because the market is not stable right now. Many people are thinking that, oh, the market is going up, let me buy. So the market goes up a little bit. Other people say, no, it's going down more, so let me sell. The market goes down. That's how exactly the market is behaving and how the traders are thinking. Is some people think the market is going further down. Some people saying that, no, it's a good chance for me now to buy. So the market goes up a little bit. So that's how the Eazybot is not having emotions, is not having any kind of fear. It just works as programmed. And how it's programmed is to use these kind of fluctuations in benefits of the users, like buying and selling, buying and selling. If we see the profit that was made only today, like here, like $1, $1, 1.2, approximately $1, 0.7, 0.5, 3.4, and then here 7. Now, a question, why this is 3 and this is 0.7? Even though it's the same volume, if you see here, the same value approximately, like this is $169 and this is 174, almost the same, but this made way more than this. It's because of the retracement. What retracement means is that if the market is going up rapidly, it doesn't close. It has to wait for the market to start retracing, to move down a little bit by 0.5% before it sells. So what I can tell at this moment and at this time, you can look at the graph if you want. And this is Dubai time, by the way, because I'm opening it here. At this time, what happened is that when it bought this cover, the market actually went up by 1.5%, but it did not start moving down. It went up rapidly, maybe to 3% or 4%. And that was the time when it started moving down. And that's where it closed that trade. It waited for it to get to the top of the market and then close it. That's why it made way more profit than all the other trades. Here, exactly the same. But here is 2.5, here 3.4, here's just 0.7, here just 0.5. So it's just working exactly the way I programmed it, the way I made the parameters work, the way I asked the programmers to do the whole strategy, the way the strategy was made. So it's really doing well. Even if you look at yesterday, maybe more than 35 trades. I made the count of that. More than 35 trades happened yesterday, day before yesterday, and the day before yesterday almost the same, because the market was moving down and there was a lot of fluctuation in the market. Now, this is one of the coins. Let's look at the other coins. Let me take this chance and analyze the whole account. This account, all of these coins were opened at the same point of time and having the same amount invested in each coin. Like it was 8,100 invested in each of those coins exactly 5 weeks back. Look at TRX. TRX made $1,014 in profit. I remember very well, the first 2 weeks, this coin was the worst coin. It was giving the worst amount of profit because it was not fluctuating much. But then the second 2 weeks, the market somehow flips. This is why it's really important for the people who have big portfolio to diversify the portfolio. Put it in more than one coin. Put it in as many coins as possible because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like today, at that time, the TRX was doing bad. Other coins were doing well. I remember very well, ETC was doing one of the best coins. Right now, it's not the best. We have TRX and we have also CRV and we have also XRP is doing well, and we have also AAVE. So you cannot know how the market is going to move tomorrow. And this is how Eazybot is programmed, is to work in all the market situations, whether the market is going down or the market is going up, and behave according to the program done on it. So diversify the funds, very important. And even when we have now more exchanges, it's very wise to even put your funds in more than one exchange and trade all of them at the same time. Because I know the advanced package and the VIP packages are having the option to add more than one exchange and trade all of them at the same time. That's why we give, because also it's wise not to put all the eggs in one basket. Put them in two baskets and maybe trade different coins in both of them. At least if something happened here, you have here a backup and so on. And diversifying in coins is also very, very, very important, because you don't know. Now, the way we programmed Eazybot is that we are blind. We don't know what's going to happen in the market, but we are prepared for the worst case scenario if the market is going down. Definitely, if the market is going up, it's going to be performing even much better. But if the market is down, we are safe, and we're going to bring that trade on the top to the bottom of the market and close it with profit. We just have to be patient and let the bot do the work. Don't interfere with it. Don't get your emotions coming into the trades and start doing some things manually in your account. And that's what actually makes the people sometimes lose, is that they interfere into the trades and they put their emotions in. They try to adjust, put up and down. Like, for example, I have a friend of mine. He's actually my colleague. He started his Eazybot, but when he saw the markets moving up, some coins are giving big profit, he started increasing the starting trade of that coin. I told him, don't do that. Let the bot choose for you. You put how much funds you have, and the bot will choose for you the trade. He said, no, I want to have more profit because the market is going up. I told him, how do you guarantee that the market is going up all the time? Maybe once you do this, the market is going up, and that's exactly what happened. He increased the starting trade, and the market started moving down. Then he started buying big amounts, more than what he had in his wallet, and he came to a low amount. So anyway, we adjusted his account, and he was able to add more funds to do that. So don't get your emotions get in. Don't be greedy when the market is moving up, and also don't touch it when don't have the fear when the market is going down. Just let the bot do it for you. Make sure that if the bot crosses that 35 covers or 34 covers, add a little bit more funds as you can, as low as $100 maybe, or $200, and let it buy into the low market, because that's where the market is fluctuating more and making more profit. So if there are any questions about this part, please guys, just jump in.
So Mohammed, can you jump back into the Aave bot real quick? I just want to emphasize this point. So our initial trade happened at $251. Can you find in this trade cycle the lowest point at which the price dropped? I think it's in the 70s, if we're not mistaken.
It's 75. It's 75. I checked it. 75.
Can you do the calculation on? And I just want for transparency, for visibility for everybody. I just sent you a link to a website. Can you display that for me and then take the difference between 251 and 75? Let's look at the drop between those 2 points.
Okay,
and while Mohammed does this, the reason we're doing this, guys, is that, you know, as we talk about what Eazybot's capable of, we always talk about having it been designed to sustain a 50% plus drop in the market. And what you're seeing here in this particular example is a drop that is more significant than that 50%. And we're actually going to show you what that percentage is here in just a moment. I think it's the last one, Mohammed. There you go, from 251 to 75. If you can find that line at 75, what we want to show you here is that at this juncture, at this percentage drop, 70%. Okay, so there's a 70% drop from the $251 when we open this trade to where it's currently trading. Can you go back to the trade, Mohammed? And can we find where it was trading at that 75?
Yes, actually, let me just see that price.
Guys, the point here is that this bot never stopped trading. Went past the 50% drop, went all the way from 251 all the way down to 75, and it's making profit. It's not just buying additional positions, but it's buying positions, selling those positions, and dropping the average price at the same time. There's just a tremendous amount of activity here, totally capturing. Oh, actually went below that. See 72.
72, yeah.
Yep.
7.4 is the lowest. Maybe there's lower. Let's see here. 81, 82, 79. Yeah, looks like the 72 is the lowest. Yeah.
All right, so let's look at, we're actually making profit at $72. Can you make that a little bit smaller, and let's see what was happening around that time?
Okay, 1 second. Yeah.
All right, so here it is. We're still making profit. And of course, the market comes back up. And as it's coming back up from 72, we're making more and more profits. And we can see some trades closed at $2, $3 and above. Just absolutely amazing. We're very, very, very proud of what we've seen here. All right, I'm going to get out of the way. We have a couple people with their hands up. Isaac, you're up first. Come on in, sir, with your question.
Good morning. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello, hi, good afternoon. Good evening.
Thanks, David. Thanks, Mohammed. Awesome stuff so far. Really excited to see how this bot is working. Mohammed, if I understand what you're saying correctly, when the bot, when a coin drops down to 70%, whatever, 65, 70%, and your balance that you have with that bot drops down to $20 or $15 or whatever the case may be, you're saying you can add more to your Binance, add more USDT to your Binance, and then go in and adjust your bot. So if let's say you're trading with $1,000 on a particular coin, if you add $100, you go in the settings, adjust that bot to 1,100, and then just save it. You don't need to add the covers. You just need to add add money, change the bot. Okay.
Now see here, now the covers, we have added them automatically yesterday when we saw that drop.
Okay.
So we added from 36 up to 50. So those are optional. If the market goes down, it's optional for you. You can add funds if you want, or just wait for the market to bounce up a little bit. So if you, you just come here and change that balance from here. So probably at that time, it will be showing something like this, like the balance is just only $20 or $60 or 20 or just $5. So you need to increase the amount equivalent to the amount that you added in Binance. Let's say you added in Binance 500. So you see this is 915. So you say 915 plus 500, and then you add it here. So in this case, it's going to be 9,515. And then you save it, and that's it. That's all what you need to do.
Quick question. So just a kind of follow-up question. So if, let's say I'm down to $10 left in my balance, I'm trading with 1,000. Is there a particular amount percentage-wise that I should add? And that's the first question. Is there a certain amount that you should add based on the percentage of the total amount? And then the second question is, if I don't add anything, and I'm at the kind of bottom of my balance, the bot is just going to wait. It's not going to buy any more covers, but when the market comes back, it will start selling, right? But I may miss out on, I'll just miss out on some profits if the market goes down further, right?
Exactly. That's it. You're not losing anything. The bot's going to just wait for the market to reach that lowest cover price plus 1.5%, and then start selling. But you just miss out on the lower of the market. As I said, that bottom of the market is where the market is really fluctuating and making the highest profit, and help that average price on the top to drop faster. So I advise to do this, but it depends. Maybe you don't have enough balance to add to your Binance again and increase the balance here. The other question about how much should you add, it's up to you. I mean, it depends on you, how much you want, how much you can add. But I would, the only trick that I can give you is you look at this amount here, the initial cover. So the value of the cover that we added down is 0.5 times. That means it's half of this. Like for instance, now if I add more balance here, my 0.5 times is going to be half of the 305. So 305 divided by 2. So each cover is going to be equal to about 152. So if I add 300, that 305, for example, is going to be taking only 2 covers, 2 more covers down. That means 2% and 2%, 4% of market drop. If you add more 150, that's another 2%. So it depends on you, on your market trading, and also on whatever balance that you can add.
Okay. So someone should not be, basically, for the people who are totally like, hey, I'm not a techie, I'm not a numbers person, they're fine. They can just leave the bot be. Because I don't, the thing is, obviously, some people, if they think there's something they have to do, they're going to get frustrated. So if they do nothing, they're fine. They're just
Yeah.
they may not make that additional profit if it drops down to 80% or whatever. But for those people who, are checking their bots and checking their balances, and they see that and they feel comfortable making adjustments and changing the settings, it's not a difficult setting to change. Just go in there, add more money to your Binance, and then whatever amount you have, just adjust the settings for that.
Yeah, and one important thing here, Isaac, is about how the bot is behaving. Now the bot, if you tell the bot only use 9,000, it's not going to use more than 9,000, even if you have 1 million in your Binance account. So you might be already having the funds in your Binance account, but you're not telling the bot to use it. So if you have the money in your Binance account already, just add the funds here. Let's say, oh, I have still 5,000 in my account, in Binance account, and I want this bot to still use another 500. So I'll just increase 500 here. You don't have to add any more funds to your Binance. Just add 500 here and save it. So what the bot is going to do,
but it needs to be allocated though, right? I mean, you may have more money in your Binance account, but if that money is allocated towards another bot, you still need to make sure you can't just because you look in your Binance account.
Exactly. Yeah, that's important point. You have to see how much you allocated for other coins, how much is balanced remaining in that for that coins, and if what you have in your Binance account is more than that, you can allocate that funds to specific coin if you want.
No, thank you. That makes sense. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, Reverend Jose Velez, come on in. You're up next.
Okay,
Jose,
sorry, I was
there
trying
you
to,
go, brother.
trying to unmute myself there. All right, thank you, David. I appreciate it. All right, I just wanted to make a couple of testimonial that that Mohammed asked if there was any testimonies on here. So our group kind of, as you guys know, we kind of had a little bit of a delay start here in the US, but what I will say is that we've been running the different coins from the different teams that are outside of the affected areas. And I wanted to make mention that the bot is doing amazing, despite the volatility that we're seeing in the marketplace. We're averaging between the combination of all the team coins. I'm doing an average here. We're seeing about 1.20% per day. We're seeing about 36% a month as far as growth in the portfolios of the entire team. So I just want to affirm what Mohammed is saying, that the bot is doing what it's supposed to do. This volatility is exactly doing what it's supposed to do. So I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of a praise report on that. I did have a few questions. I think one was just answered, which is the adding funds part. So I was going to ask if, let's say you had a $600 coin and it went up to 650 and you wanted to add 250, do we just do 6 plus 200, or did we have to include that 50 in there? So I that was, I guess, the first question. But yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let me just get the question right. So what you're asking, let's say, for example, now here, the funds have reached to close to zero, and you wanted to add more funds. You add the funds to your Binance first, and then you add the exact amount that you added to the Binance here. Let's say this is 9,015, and you add it to your Binance 500 that you want to allocate to this coin. So you add 500 here. So in this case, it would be 9,515, and that's all. You save it, and that's it, because we have already opened the covers down.
Right. So that was the question. So do I include the $15.23 as well, or just the 500?
Yes. Yeah, you do that.
Okay, perfect. That was the question on that one. The other thing I was going to ask, I noticed at times the bot goes off depending on what happens with some of the things. Is that going to be adjusted that it doesn't go off so easily? The only reason why I'm saying is because I'm promoting the idea that you set it and forget it. And then if we got somebody that their bot's been off for 6 months and they haven't seen any, progress, it's because we told them set it and forget it. So I'm just curious if that's going to be made adjustable by any chance, that it doesn't turn off so easy at times.
Yeah, that's a very good question. Actually, this is something that we're working on right now with the dev team. As you know, there are different kinds of error messages that can come in. all of them are coming, or most of them are coming from the exchange side, like the API issue is not connected well. Maybe there is some reach to the maximum or whatever. There are some errors that you don't have hand on. You just have the bot. If the bot just return automatically to the working, is going to be working. Like for example, if it's paused for any API issue from the exchange that is not responding now. So what we're trying to do is like for a specific type of messages or errors, it just rerun automatically. It doesn't go red and then doesn't come on. So that makes sense. The people don't have to come back again and do anything, because what they have to come in is just click on activate and that's it, which doesn't make sense. The bot could do it on its own automatically. So this is what we're working right now on with the dev team. However, there are some other messages that requires you to do something as a user. Like for example, the API is not connected well, or is being deleted from the Binance, or some issue with the APIs that you need to go to your Binance and maybe change the API or do something, or allow trading or do something. So in this case, it doesn't make sense that it turn on again on its own, because it's not going to work anyway. So you need to get it to involve into this and get it resolved. Other message, for example, when you don't have balance in your wallet, then you need to add funds to your wallet before it turns on again. So these are kind of messages that requires you to come in, and there are other messages that actually should turn on again. And this is what we're working right now with the dev team to correct, so that people don't have to come in every time and put this X on all the time.
Okay, perfect. Thank you on that. Last question is you know how we just went down from 35 covers down beyond that. We made it at 0.5 as the new default setting. Let's say if a person wants to change those 0.5 to some other number, would you have to come out of the default setting to make a difference in there? Or can it still be set at the default setting, but just change those percentages?
Well, that's a very, very, very good question. Right now, the way it's done, when you have the default strategy ticked, then you cannot change anything. But now the thing that I want to add to this, just to give also more flexibility, because we don't know how much the people have in this down market. Maybe they have only $100. It doesn't make sense that it takes only one cover and come down. Maybe you want that cover to be split among 5 covers, like $20, $20, $20. So what I'm planning to do is to program with the dev team is to have the covers from 36 onward adjustable. So you can work around with this figure here. Instead of 0.5, you make it maybe 0.25, or maybe we add additional funds here only to this part of it. Still, we're brainstorming about that, but we would come up with something that allows you to change the amount that you want to trade here in the lower market, because this is a point that where you allocated all your funds and it's ready until cover 35. Where the market goes down, you don't know how much you will have, a fund you will have at that time to add. And if you allocated 9,000 at the beginning, you might be having only 200. 200 doesn't make any sense, because it's going to take only one cover of 150 and that's it. But if this is adjustable here, you could put it $20, $20, $20, $20, and it allows you to go down maybe another 20% down, or another 15%. So this is something, yes, we're going to be working on, to allow people even to adjust, even if they tick on the default strategy, that they could add more funds for this and change those. I wouldn't recommend to change the default strategy in overall from 35 covers and above, but those down here, yes, we're going to work on this and make it adjustable.
No problem. Thank you so much, Mohammed. I appreciate for the other help also that you've given me and the other things as well. Thank you so much.
No problem. No problem. Take care.
Mohammed, I just wanted to say a couple things real quick. And I know we've got, I think Mohammed is next, and then Arlene. But guys, this is what we were expecting, but to see it in action, guys, this is really phenomenal. Really phenomenal. We had said it could withstand a 50% plus drop in the market. We were suspecting a 60% plus, and we've seen it. It's the other thing too, is the power of spot trading. If this was leveraged or margin trading, people would have lost everything. But the other side of this too is the transparency with us as a company, and to come in and be able to really help people where people are connecting to their own exchanges. This isn't something where people turn their money over to Eazybot, and Eazybot runs off with their money. That's not who we are. We're very, very proud of this system. And to be totally transparent with you guys, I am so proud of Mohammed for the work that he did to put this together. And David and Breezy and Peter, everybody, you guys are killing it, guys. And I'm so thankful, humbled, and proud to be working with you guys. So David, I'll turn it back over to you. I think Mohammed is next. Mohammed Kabir.
Not quite. We have Marcel up next, and I'm just going to ask, guys.
Okay.
We have a number of hands up. Mohammed has a hard stop at the top of the hour with another appointment he's got to get to. So we have about 20 more minutes that we can spend with Mohammed. So we're going to ask you to keep your questions concise, 2 questions maximum, so we can get as many people to spend some time with Mohammed while we have them here with us. So Marcel, come on in. You're up next. Marcel, you're still muted. Arlene, you're up next if we don't get Marcel. Arlene, can you unmute? All right.
Yes, I'm here.
Marcel, we'll come back to you. Arlene, go ahead with your question or comment.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. I really appreciate these calls on a daily basis. It really help educate us. My first question is this. I noticed that whenever when the bot is active, I'll see my USDT in my Binance fluctuate up and down based on the buys and sells. But the coin that's being bought, I'm seeing that it also affects the balance in my Binance for that specific coin. Now, my question is, do I own that coin? Like if I wanted to now move the earnings from that coin back to my USDT, can I do that?
Very good question. This is a very good question. And actually, I wanted to talk about this to everyone here. The most healthy way to take out your profit is to close the trades, the open trades, because if now the market is down, if you sell everything, definitely you're going to be in loss. But don't do anything manually. Let's say, for example, now I have this coin is having the maximum profit. I cannot take that profit now unless it closes all the open trades. So I have to come inside the coin here in the Eazybot, and then you come to the settings. Then you can just turn it on single bot option and make it single instead of cycle. What do you do when you do this? You ask the bot to close all the open trades for this coin and never open any new trades. And that was the time when you can take out all of this amount. I can say like, oh, I already made $1,000 in this coin and I can liquidate that amount. The profit you made already, but to liquidate the profit or to realize the profit as USDT, you need to turn it in single. Let it close naturally. Let it organically close all the trades, and then you can take out the profit. So right now what I do, I want this $1,000 in profit. I want to take it out. Just I come here and then I make this in single and then I save it. Now, what the bot is going to be doing is close this open cycle, which is here, this one. Now it's only 2 covers. Once this is closed with profit, it's not going to buy anymore into this coin. And then I can come back and take out all of the amount that I have assigned for this coin plus the profit without affecting any other coin. This 9,081 plus the 1,000 that I made in profit.
Excellent. All right. And now you just answered my second question, because what if I wanted to use my profits to just open up another bot and stop trading on a bot that I felt wasn't performing? All I'd have to do is go into settings, change it from cycle to single like you just showed, and wait for it to say it's done.
Exactly. Wait for this red X to come here and then it's done. Go inside, confirm the cycle is closed. Then you can use that fund for whatever you want. Assign it to other coins or use here. But remember, you cannot know the next movement of the market. This coin was the worst coin in the first 2 weeks. And now it turned out to be the best coin, the best performing coin. So always diversify your funds, put it in more than one coin, and just let it do the work.
All right. Okay. So does the order matter when I get ready? Like say I did move it to single and it stopped trading. Do I need to move the funds? Do I need to change the settings to 0 on that bot and then move?
No, you don't have to do anything. You can even delete that bot or let it be there because it's not going to affect any other bot. It's silent right now. It's not trading, it's not doing anything, and it's not trading. And all of the funds which were used for this bot are out in USDT. So you can assign that for a new bot. You can reassign it for all the other bots collectively, or you can take it out as a profit, cash it out, or whatever you want to do with it.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, great questions. Marcel has made his way back in. Marcel, do you can you unmute now? Marcel, you having trouble there, brother? We're gonna come back to you in just a second, Marcel. Keep trying. Mohammed, you're up next. Mohammed Kabir.
Marcel was able to unmute. Can you speak, Marcel?
How you doing?
Good, we got you.
Hey.
Yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Where would this recording be at? So I can watch it again if I want to.
We'll paste it in the Telegram room, and we'll actually post it as a notification in your bot back office as well. So you see the notification. If you're looking at Mohammed's screen, there's a bell icon at the very top right with the number 1. So we'll go ahead and post this call because it is important. We want you to know how Eazybot works, have confidence in it. So we'll post that link there for you once it's up and ready to go.
Okay, yes, sir.
All right, great question. All right, Mohammed Kabir, come on in, sir. Can you unmute?
Great presentation. I just had a quick question. I know that the 50% of the cover, selling cover, goes back to buying to get the average down, but I didn't see those buys. You know, like I saw like all the selling the covers, but I didn't see the buys that's reducing that's taking the average down. Could you?
Well, it's not the buy that brings the average down. It's the sell. Because when, let me take an example. Let's say this one. This cover here, when it's sold, when it's sold, this is cover 7. It bought at this price of 194 and it sold at 196 and made a profit of actually 2.4. But 1.19 was kept here and 1.19 was used to bring down the average price on the top. It takes the profit, it used part of the 50% of the profit made by the individual covers to bring down the average price using a mathematical formula that I explained in another video. If you can look at that, that will show you exactly how the average price is moving down.
So it buys, it does another buy, or I just don't understand this part.
Okay, the individual covers are covers which buys and sells individually. It doesn't relate to the average price. Average price is on the top on the first 4 trades. Initial cover plus another 3 covers. That's all in one price. Now all taken as average price, right? On the top. So when the market exceeds that and goes down further, now between every like 1% or 1.5%, it takes cover. And then when the market goes above that cover by 1.5%, it starts selling like this one here. It bought at this price and then it sold at this price and made a profit.
Right.
Okay. The actual profit that was made by this specific trade was double of 1.19. So 50% is realized as immediate profit and 50% is added to the average price of those 4 trades on the top and helped bringing that average price down.
Okay, so when it's buying the covers, let's say if it bought like a 1 coin, it will sell half, right?
No, it will sell all of it. Again, it's bringing down the average price on selling, not on buying. It buys, let's say 1 coin, it's going to be selling 1 coin. It's not going to be selling half. It's going to be selling the full coin, but it will realize only 50% of that profit as immediate profit. 50% is used to bring that average price down. Let me explain because this is very important that you understand. I'll take a little bit of time here. Sorry, guys. So this is, sorry, a straight line. I'm not going to go through everything. I'll just get to the point. Let's say this is the price and time axis. And let's say your average price is somewhere here.
Okay.
Okay. So what exactly is in this average price is you have spent, let's say, around 300 USDT on all of these covers that you bought, the first 3 covers, right? And using that $300, you have bought actually in stages 0.5 coins, whatever the coin is,
Right.
So in this case, what's your average price? Your break-even point is you divide the 300 by 0.5. In this case, your average price is 300 divided by 0.5 is 600. This is your average price.
Right.
Okay. So now in the down market here, you have made a profit of $2. Let's say in individual independent cover. Sorry, you made $2 in profit. I'm just shooting out numbers just to make the calculation easy. Okay, you made $2 in profit. So this $2 actually split it into two parts, 50% and 50%. Let me put it this way. So the first 50%, which is dollar in this case, $1 is profit. Is immediate profit. That's the 1.1 that was shown just now, 1.19. So another half of that, which is another $1, is used to offset the average price, is to bring down this average price. And how does it bring it down? And again, I said it's profit. Let me show you here exactly how it brings it down. So this one is added here, actually subtracted from here, because this is $1 that we're using to bring down the average price. How much is the amount that we spent? Is 300. So we take out $1 from that 300. So 300 minus $1, how much is the remaining amount?
299.
299, exactly, 299. Number of coins remain the same because we're dealing with the spot trading. Number of coins, I still have that number of coins, which is 0.5 coins. Yes. So what else changes is the average price. What's the new average price? The same formula. Divide the 299 by 0.5, which is, how much is that? 598. So that means our average price have just moved down a bit, $2 down. Another trade happens, it moved down a little bit more. Another trade happened, buy and sell, it moved down more. Another trade happened until eventually this is going to be meeting with the current market price plus 1.5% and make profit and close all the cycle. You realize all the profit back in your USDT account. Hope it's clear.
Okay, so every time we take a profit, so it does it automatically, or
yeah, automatically. You don't have to do anything. That's done automatically. This is just for your information, how it brings down the average price. This is the exact formula programmed in the bot to bring down the average price. And guess what? The moment it hit with another independent cover here, it's going to combine that independent cover and take everything down, because we don't want to leave anything up. It brings that small cover along with the big cover and bring everything down. Down, 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 until eventually the market goes up and meet that average price somewhere and close it, or that average price move down and reach with the market price at the current market price and close everything with profit.
The only thing is, like, if I liquidate for some reason, let's say if I, for whatever crazy reason, I sell everything, then I don't have that average down now because I did not let it run the whole cycle, right?
Exactly. That's why I said if you want to realize the whole profit that you made, you have to put it in single.
Okay, got it.
Put it in single, wait for it to close naturally. Because if you go manually and do something, then you have basically closed all the bot and you're not using the bot anymore to trade for you.
Yeah, it makes sense now. Sorry, I took a lot of your time. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No problem. It's okay. I still advise you to go and watch that video. Maybe Breeze or someone can put that link in the chat so you can look at that video. It's very important that you understand exactly how the bot works.
Okay, but this is very amazing because I'm an engineer, so I can appreciate that this is great.
You're like me. I'm also an engineer, by the way.
I'm a software engineer, so I was not getting it, but now that I get it, it's amazing. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, good stuff. Mohammed, we pushed your next meeting back 15 minutes, so we have a little bit more time to spend here.
Perfect.
So next up is Utilicia de Zoom. I hope I said that well. You're up next. Can you unmute? And if not, then our next person up is going to be Steve Essel. Steve, can you unmute?
Yes, right. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Come on in with your question.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Mohammed. Just a quick suggestion. I posted it in the chat. I think it would be extremely invaluable in your dashboard to show how the bot's performing versus how the currency is performing. So that's just a suggestion. You can do a side by side, and I think it really is going to tell an amazing story. I mean, you're obviously telling an amazing story. The second question is I wanted, and I didn't want to make an assumption, but the example account you're showing the performance in, that is an account that has not added additional funds or needed to add any additional funds into it. So it was set at the beginning and this is how it's performed from that point forward. Is that correct?
Let me share it one more time. The only coin that we added more funds for it was the AAVE, because if you see the AAVE have went down to cover 37, but all other coins were exactly the same. We didn't make any more funds. If you look at TRX, for example, it's at cover 2, so there was no need. It already had more than 8,000 balance in it to still use it. But the only one that we added funds for was the AAVE.
Okay.
So this have consumed all the 35 covers. And if you see down there, it already went to cover 37, 36. So those two, we had to add funds from our side so that it can take more. Actually, the funds is there for other coins, which is not used, but still we wanted to add funds from our side so we don't affect the other coins if the market moves down.
Okay. That's all I had. Thank you so much.
Yeah, about the first question, it's a very valid actual suggestion. We're already working on that, on changing of the UI. Actually, we don't need to see how much the coins have dropped in the last 24 hours, which is being shown right now. It doesn't have a relationship with how the bot is performing. What we're going to show, even in the dashboard, we're going to show you a summary of your bots, all bots, how much profit you made today, how much profit was made yesterday, for example, how much was made in the last month, how much the total profit being made, maybe some percentage also related to the tradings, not to the market situation, because market situation have nothing to do with the bot performance.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
All right, great questions. We're going to try again our friend Utilicia de Zoom. Can you come in? You're on mute.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Come on in.
Okay, fine. Thanks. Sorry for the last try. I just would like to know, please. It's about the subscription, about the advanced one. It's. I just want to know if I have 5 bots allowed to, or just 10, because I have the subscription, but only 5 cryptocurrency can work, and in the subscription there is just 10. So I would like to know why I don't have the 10.
David, I'll give it to you.
Oh yeah, well, great question, and thanks for setting that up. We actually, if you're relatively new to Eazybot, you may not know that we just launched Eazybot a couple of months ago, and so we saw an incredible rise of users. We're over 31,000 users in just a matter of weeks, and so we intentionally gated the access to bots so that we could make sure that we could provide a stable experience to everybody. However, we're very, very excited to say that we will be increasing bot access to the packages to your full bot access here within the next 48 hours. So our VIPs will start first as of today. You'll have access to all the bots promised to you, and then our advanced package users over the weekend will increase your bot access as well. Our free package users will remain at 1 bot for now until we launch KuCoin. And then once we have completed our KuCoin launch, then our free bot users will get both bots available to you.
Yeah, he have one more question in the chat here. So he's asking if the 250 is monthly. It's not monthly, it's annually, every year.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, thanks. Thank you very much.
Great question. Thanks for asking. Howie Tran, come on in, sir. How are you today?
Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Yep, come on in.
Right, I'm doing great. Thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank you so much for the work that Mohammed put it together. And I see that this bot is actually working. It's really amazing. And the way it's working right now with the down market like that, it definitely it can be revolutionized in the trading industry. That's what I'm seeing. But I just want to see the Mohammed, can you kind of go back to the screen that when you show us earlier? And sure. I want to see on the Tron account that you were showing earlier, and I want to see the date. It's actually, yeah, can you click into the Tron? Can you kind of show me on the date, initial date and when we started?
Sure.
And then until today, and how many is that?
Sure.
The total date on there. Yeah, this is really important, guys, because that you guys can see as Muhammad can show the date that when Eazybot started, and okay, so that is the date. So basically,
no, it's not here. Actually, it's on the top of this cycle. Here, yeah.
Okay, so that date when you initially started was back in April 3rd in 2022. Now we actually on the May 11 or 12 or something like that, which is like about a little more than a month right now, right? Am I correct on that?
Yeah, about 5 weeks.
Yeah, about 5 weeks right now. And can you kind of go back and show us the amount, the total amount that we started into this bot? Was that $8,000 or $9,000?
$8,100.
$8,100. And you
Yes.
see the total profit is like, what was it, 1,000 some dollars, right? Was it?
Yeah, 1,014.
So what is the percentage in the last about 5 weeks? What the total percentage on that?
Okay, so that's 1,014 divided by 8,100. That's 12.5%.
Guys, this is really amazing. I want you guys to really think of this, guys. For the last about 5 weeks in crypto industry, the average drop about 30 to 40% average right now. So meaning every folks that you talking to, they drop really 30, 40%. In Eazybot, not only that we don't lose the money, but we gain about 11 to 12% when the market drop. And I want you to think of that. And if imagine that if the market gonna keep, picking it up and go more, what is the percentage gonna be? Because obviously that we can't really predict the future, how all this thing gonna be worked. But the market drop, you're making average about 10 to 12%. This is really, really blowing my mind. So I think this bot here is working really phenomenally, and I really feel that we got something really, really special here. And I really recommend something that I know the Eazybot start trading less than 3 months right now. So if we can put like the average for the last about 3 months and see what's the average percentage do we make and things like that, because I talked to some of my friends and they say, okay, your bot's working great, but what's the average you're making for the last about 3 months? And I said, well, I don't really know exactly what it is yet, but we just kind of knew. But if you guys can put something like that, I think really phenomenal. So that's kind of what I have right now. Thank you so much, Mohammed. I'm really excited with this stuff.
Thank you very much. Yeah, about showing the average or for the last 3 months, it's actually we're going to be working on that, but unfortunately right now is because of the exchanges thing, and we have only the Binance to trade with, and here is not somehow we're not able to trade with the Binance. We're just waiting for the next exchange so that we can have actually a corporate account, and that's where we're going to show the result. That's working just on the built-in strategy, and we're going to show every month like each coin how much it have made in profit, and then we present that into the back office. This is the plan basically. I have to still discuss with the lawyer how legal is that to put numbers in there, but at least if we cannot put it there, we'll put it in our Zoom calls, the weekly Zoom calls. We can present that in numbers and show like how was the performance, and even we can analyze trade by trade, how did it perform during this spike of the market, during this drop of the market of the week, how did it work. And we're going to make that as regular exercise that we do almost every week or every other week, and share with everyone on the Zoom call.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The way I'm seeing right now, people might lie, but the number don't lie. And I totally understand that. I know folks say, you can tell me whatever you want to tell me, but I really want to see the number, how your bot is really working. And based on what the number that you showing right now, this is the real number. you know, and I've been trading not too long, maybe about less than what 3-4 weeks right now. So the number's not quite there. But I think this information is really, really powerful information because the numbers show everything, you know, so the number don't lie. So I think that I really like, you know, everything is look right now. You guys are really transparency with this. And obviously that, you know, thing go up and down and we're working around to really making things better. And obviously that the bot is really working the way it's supposed to be. The leadership team are on there. You guys consistently really training, working people, and this is really amazing. So I just want to let you guys know that I really appreciate that. Be able to working around with some of the great leadership with the Eazybot right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Howie. Mohammed, before you leave this screen, I want you to point out one other thing, if you would, please. Because you mentioned that the balance for this particular trade started with $8,100, and right now we're at $8,500. Where did that extra $500 come from?
Oh, okay. That's actually basically the profit. If you see here, it's now 9,081, which this is the 1,000 extra that came because it's compounding. It's compounding. Actually, all the profit that was made is added here. That's why as the time goes, even the profit can only be bigger, because it's using the 1,000 profit plus the 8,100. So now it's looking at it as like 9,100 instead of 8,100. This is how it came up with this number of 9,081. But if you're looking at this one in the previous screen, here it says 8,500 because there's some funds here used in this cycle. If you add this to this, it will give you the 9,081 or 9,090.
There you go. Beautiful. And that's so powerful. Not only is it making money, but it's using the money it's making for you to make you more money and just accelerating your earnings much, much faster. We have 3 more questions that are coming up. Mohammed's just got a few more minutes, but while we're getting kind of deep into the call, I want to pause for just a moment and address something that came up earlier. We had a question about, I think it was Reverend Jose that asked the question about the set it and forget it aspect of Eazybot. And one of the things that I want to encourage all of our users, and especially those of you who are building teams and influencing others, recommending others to use Eazybot, is, you know, it's intended to be easy, but it's not intended to be on autopilot. And I like to use the example of Tesla. Most of us are familiar with Tesla. Has the ability to drive itself. It can even come to a stop at a red light, turn corners, program an address, and it'll take you there. But it's not intended for you to fall asleep at the wheel. It's not intended for you to allow the machine to do all of the work while you're not paying attention. And so I really want us to consider Eazybot much in the same way, in that it's not intended for you to fall asleep at the wheel. It's intended for you to, it's intended to allow crypto trading to become easy, not totally disconnected. The funds that are in your trading account, that's real money. It's real crypto. It belongs to you. And so we want to encourage you to stay connected. Use the fact that it's easy to make money. What we've shown you here today is that Eazybot's doing the heavy lifting, doing a lot of the hard work for you. Use that as an advantage to you so that you can now spend your time getting educated, get informed, plug into our calls. These are incredible education opportunities. What Mohammed just showed you is an incredible education and training in trading. So please, please, please stay connected. Check in on your bot. If you notice something that doesn't seem quite right or you don't understand, ask a question. We have an incredible support system. You can submit a support ticket, jump on calls like this. We do a support call 4 days out of the week, Tuesday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So a lot of places for you to be able to get support. So guys, please, please, please don't totally disconnect. The idea is to be easy. And so please stay connected as the investor. Eazybot's doing the trading for you. You're the investor. So please stay connected with us, okay? We got a couple more questions before we got to let Mohammed go. Elaine, you're up.
Just before we get to the next question, there is a question direct to me here in the chat saying that the 12% that maybe Howie was highlighting on the Tron, he is saying that that doesn't reflect in the Binance. Yes, it does reflect in the Binance. Let me share one more time, just to make myself clear. So this amount of $1,000 that was made in profit is there in USDT. So as soon as the bot, if I put the bot now in single strategy, if I put it in single and I save it, and then the market moves, and then it closed this trade, which is probably going to be closing maybe today because it's just 2 covers. Once it closes, I can realize the whole 9,100 as profit in USDT in my Binance account.
All right. Thanks for that clarification. All right, next up is Elaine. Elaine, come on in with your question or comment.
Yes, hi. Thank you very much for everything that you're doing. Really appreciate, and especially this call, I've learned a few things. A few of my questions have been answered so far. The only one that I'm still struggling with is when we had issues and we see the red because we had the bot went down, everything went down because you guys were doing some work in the background. So my coin started at 71 cents and then dropped at 50, which it could have closed at that time when it was with a big profit, but I lost that profit. If I put it to single, it will still go and recoup the money that I lost in those first bids, right?
Well, let me understand that right. Let's just first of all explain the idea of single. Let's say now you are at one side, the open cycle, and then you put it in single. If the market goes down, it will still keep buying on the market and sell, buy and sell on those small market movements and bring that average price down. So unless it closes that average price on the top with profit, it's not going to close. It's going to keep on buying and selling in the market. Because putting it in single, that means close the current cycle, all the open trades with profit, then stop.
Okay, so every one of those that are still open that don't have a close date will stay until, because the coin is at 51, I think, I mean, with XRP, and it opened or bought at 78. It's not going to go back to 78 anytime soon. You know, we never know, but so that means that it's hard to go get that 78 to make a profit.
Well, it's not hard with the way that the bot is designed. Like, for example, now here XRP started here at 0.71. Right now it's 0.43, right? But the average price is at 66. This is my break-even point, 66 cents. So what's happening right now is the market is down, right? So while the market is down, it's keep on buying and selling, buying and selling. Now it's at cover 28. It keeps on buying and selling and getting those small covers. Like all of this happened today. This is all today, 13th. See, so all of these are helping this average price to come down. Helping the average price to come down means helping that trade on the top to come down to the market price as fast as possible. The more trades happen down, the faster this comes down, because use 50% of the profit to add to this trade on the top and bring it down. So eventually, what's going to happen? Even the market, either the market goes up faster and close for the whole cycle with profit, or the market stays there down. But still with those small trades, that average price moving down slowly until it meets with the market price and then close the whole thing with profit.
Okay, because I'm in the free account and I'm waiting to upgrade to the next one, but I can't, like, it needs to close before I can do anything. I've been waiting for the past week. So if I put it to single, it will close automatically once it has all the profit, correct?
Yes, exactly. Just put it in single and then it will close, yeah.
Perfect, thank you very much.
No problem.
All right, next up is Kay, and we have about 3 minutes for Mohammed. So Kay, come on in with your question.
Before Kay comes in, let me just share too, guys, that everybody's bot is going to have different results because this is real. There's no guarantees here because everybody comes in different at the market, and we're having our attorney put together a disclaimer, guys, for that, but just always realize that everybody's going to get different results. Some people are going to come in at the bottom of the market. Some people are going to come in at the top of the market. What we do know is that this bot performs and it performs beautifully. So, but there are no guarantees here. I just wanted to give that disclaimer.
Thanks, Coach. Kay, come on in.
So thank you very much. I think this is great. I also have a few team members, and I think this has little to do with Eazybot. It's just a market in general. But since you guys have been trading for some time, I just wanted advice with regards to how I'm supposed to deal with this. So they are trading with Luna, and given what is happening, it seems the bot is not working for that particular coin again. So what advice would you give with regards to that? Is it going to be? Does it mean the money is lost? What does that actually mean for trading in Eazybot with that coin in particular?
Okay, now for Luna specifically, we cannot say anything because it's the coin itself actually came down from, I think yesterday morning it was at around 43 or $34. Today is at 0.00008 or something like this, like many zeros. So it's like a big crash on that specific coin. So the bot definitely cannot do anything on that. Even Binance, what I heard is that Binance is stopping trading with this coin and some other coins like UST. And other coins, which really dropped dramatically into the market in the last 24 hours. So since Binance is going to remove it from trading, so the bot cannot trade on it, even if it comes back up. So if I'm in your shoes, I will just leave it there because anyway, it has a small value, very small value at the moment, if I convert it into USDT back. So just leave it. I don't know when the market is coming up or ever the market is going to come up. No one knows.
All right. Thanks, Mohammed. Last question from Isaac. Isaac, come on in.
Hi, this is more of a comment. Thanks again for your time, Mohammed. And I've heard different people jump on and talk about returns. And it's exciting. It's exciting to be able to get the type of returns that we get. But as affiliates, it's important that, and going to what Ken was just saying, that we kind of manage expectations. And the temptation is going to be to oversell and tell people, hey, I'm getting 12%. And that's not the average. I mean, that's the best performing coin in that portfolio. And it's, you know, it's kind of disingenuous to tell somebody that I'm getting 12% return. So, you know, the temptation is always going to be, okay, I want to close somebody. I want them to see the bot. So I'm going to sell the dream. But the bot is good enough. You know, Jim Rohn used to always say the truth is good enough. The bot outperforms, you know, the market, it outperforms other bots. And so if you tell the truth, it's good enough. You don't need to sensationalize. And what happens is when you start putting out big numbers, people expect those numbers. And then you have people who have this amazing software disappointed when they should be elated. So, you know, the temptation is always going to be to oversell. And I know a lot of times you feel like you're competing with other opportunities and Ponzi's that make guarantees. But that's not who we're competing with. Okay, this is software. This is not a Ponzi scheme. It is algorithmic trading that is a brilliant strategy that Mohammed designed, and it works. And so, just, you know, as affiliates, we need to be responsible when we're sharing. Hey, I normally tell people, hey, 5 to 15% return on average, but I'm not saying that's going to necessarily happen for you. I mean, we talked just last week about 2.9% for 5 weeks. Now, that's the worst case. And I mean, I shouldn't say the worst, but one of the worst case scenarios in one of the worst markets in the last 2 years, one of the worst 5-week spans for the market in the last 2 years, the bot performed at 2.9%. So that's good enough. I mean, if people are losing 70% on their market, and my only wish in the last month that I've been involved is that I had more money in the bot, because I got a lot of money in crypto, and obviously we've lost our shirt with the money that's not in the bot. So, you know, as it pertains to the simplicity of the bot, again, I love what David said. You need to watch it like a Tesla. Okay, so don't be tempted to oversell. Hey, you don't have to do anything, and don't be tempted to say, hey, this bot's going to make you, you know, 20%, 10%. You know, that's just not the proper way, the responsible way. And again, not only you may close somebody in the short term, they may say, oh yeah, I want to do it because you said 10%. The long term, you're making a headache for yourself from a managing people's expectation standpoint, because now they're going to be disappointed and asking you why they're not giving you why they're not getting what you said. And then also you can run into regulatory issues. So, you know, as a general rule, you want to undersell, let the bot over deliver.
Right. And
that is well stated. Well stated.
Sorry, Coach, just let me add this one. The best answer to the people who are asking you how much return the bot is giving you, explain to them how it works. Just explain to them how it works, and that's it. You don't have to tell them numbers. Tell them it works this way, and that's it. If they want it, they take it. If they don't want it, then it's up to them. But if you tell them numbers, then you'll be responsible for that numbers later on. Like if it doesn't give that number, you know, people always look at the best way. If you tell them between 5 to 20%, they will say 20%. You said 20%. So we better explain, because we don't know how the market is going to be performing. Maybe it will deliver 30%, maybe more, maybe less. We don't know how the market is fluctuating. As one of our guys in the group said, the bot is designed to serve the wave, not to create the wave. Thank you.
That's great. And guys, listen, don't oversell, because you can put Eazybot in jeopardy. You guys are independent sales reps. If you're, you know, building a team, don't oversell it. This bot works, and we just saw what it's done in 60+% drop in the market. It works, guys. David, back to you. I know we've got another appointment. They're coming in the room right now. Awesome.
All right, guys, we're going to let Mohammed and Coach jump off. And just real quick, thank you so much to everybody that came on to today's call. Lots and lots of great things happening, lots of updates coming here in the next couple of days. As you've heard me announce, we'll be increasing bot allowances, or you'll get your full access to your packages. KuCoin coming here shortly in the next couple of days. A couple of things that are coming up that I think is really important. We just posted this in Telegram. You'll see this announcement come by. We're doing our first Spanish speakers corporate community update call. That happens tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Special thanks to Nico and Mark Karenko for helping put that call together and handling translations. So if you have any Spanish speakers that are interested in Eazybot or that are on your team, we're doing a special call for that community tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. Before that call happens, there's a business builder call that happens every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Definitely encourage those of you who are business builders. What you'll notice here, Isaac touched a little bit on the affiliates, but we've spent this entire hour plus talking about our product, because on these calls, that's what we're focused on. We're a product focused company. We're very, very proud of the product that we have, the product that you have to share. But we have an amazing affiliate program as well that can accelerate your earnings. And so if you'd like to take advantage of the affiliate program and you want to understand it better, understand the comp plan, you want to know how to be able to share, how to stay safe when sharing, how to do it responsibly, how to take some of what Isaac just shared about, not overselling, but still being able to grow your team and take advantage of this amazing compensation plan for our affiliates plus bonuses. Please join us on that call. It happens every Saturday, 11 a.m. If you're building a team, make sure your team members know about that call and join us live on that call as well. Guys, we're going to wrap up today's call. I want to thank you again for being here. We're going to ask you, feel free to unmute yourself and say your goodbyes. We're going to let Mohammed and Coach Ken go. And we'll see you on our next call.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for everything. Great session.
All right, thank you, guys.
I love it.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
you.
Phenomenal.
Great
job, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you. Goodbye. Bye.
Great job, team.
Thank you, Mohammed.
Thanks, everyone.
You guys are amazing. Everyone have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Eazybot Builders Call at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, happy Friday the 13th. Have a good day, everybody.
Is it possible
Thank
to
you,
place
guys.
the call information in the chat?
Yes, it will be. All right, everybody. Have a great one.